Hollywood back again. Just wanted to talk about a little something first before I start on what I want to talk about. Blessings and blessings to everybody. Thank you all for bearing with me. For while I'm trying to work out my schedule. I'm gonna definitely try to make sure I have a video out Mondays and Fridays. So I'm gonna start there, start small, and then I'm gonna start spreading it out as my schedule gets a little bit more down packed. So again, thank you again. Blessings and blessings to all. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe, likes, and all that good stuff from whatever social media y'all looking at me from. And today I wanted to talk to you, as the description says, on why I feel like brothers, especially, should not cut their hair. Now, before I start on that, I'm not saying that if you want to cut your hair, you shouldn't cut your hair. If you feel like, you want to have a nice zero on you, hey, well, if that's cool for you, then that's cool. But don't be forced to cut your hair by type of outside influences. Now, also, if you have to cut your hair, for instance, for like a job, you really need the money thing. Of course, you got to do what you got to do to survive. This is if you have an option not to cut your hair. I don't think you should take the option to cut your hair. So I started thinking about this as I'm walking home. I'm dropping my daughter off. I think I'm picking my daughter up from school. And my mail lady, real nice lady, she's like, "Oh man, I love your hair. I love your hair." And I was like, "Oh," I just started laughing. I was like, "Oh, you didn't know," because I have really, really long hair. If you guys can't see, I have it in a bun right now, but I have really long hair, and I have a lot of hair. So it's just like really, really thick, a lot of hair. So I'm walking, taking my daughter, going to go pick her up. She's like, "Oh man, I love your hair. You should give me some of it." And, I started laughing. I'm like, "Oh, well, you have nice hair too." She's an older lady. She's like, "Oh no, but your hair is really thick." Anyway, that's not the, let me not get into that too much. When I left, I'm like, okay, I'm picking up my daughter. I'm going, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, yo, I started thinking back on as I was growing my hair and other altercations that I've had with my hair, and I could count on my hands how many times people, thought my hair was nice, or said nice things about my hair. But I can't count on my fingers how many times people have told me to cut my hair, or like, why don't you cut that shit? You should have this, and this. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, damn. And I hate to say it, but it's been a lot in even my own community, my own people. A good example of this: I was dating this girl. We was chilling, we was talking, whatever. So I finally, I go meet the mom. So all right, I'm cool, whatever. Call and go in. So I forgot how we got into the subject, but all of a sudden, all I noticed is that this is what it was. So I'm meeting the mother for the first time, and I take the family, so the girl that I'm talking to, her mom, and I forget someone else. I take them to Applebee's, I believe it was. So I'm driving them all in my car to Applebee's. Let's just setting the stage for you. So I take them to Applebee's, whatever. We chilling, we eating, whatever. So as we're coming home, I don't remember what the conversation was about, but all I remember from the conversation was the mother said, "Oh, it's because you need to cut that, something off of your head." And I turned around, I looked at her, and then I looked at the girl that I was talking to, and I just kept driving. I was like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So I drop her off in the house. I drop everybody home. I go home. Next day at work, Shorty calls me up. She's like, "Oh, I hope it wasn't too. How was it last night? I hope it wasn't too embarrassing." Blah, 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 blah. And I told her, and I was like, "Look, not for nothing. You're a cool girl and everything like that, but I don't think this is gonna work between me and you because, yo, did you hear what your mother had the nerve to say to me in my car about me? How do you have the nerve?" And so, and this is a Spanish lady. I think she was maybe Puerto Rican, or I want to say Puerto Rican, but I may be wrong. I don't remember. Anyway, so she's a Spanish woman, and so she was like, "Oh, so as I'm talking to the girl that I was talking to, I'm like, yo, I don't think this is gonna work out because did you hear what your mom had to say to me in my car as I'm taking her to and from a restaurant? And she's like, yeah, I'm sorry, my mom is a little bit Western or whatever, whatever. And I'm like, nah, but yo, first of all, you didn't even defend me. And second of all, her son, because I met her brother that as I was talking to Shorty, I met her brother, cool guy. He had as about as long as hair as I did. So I was like, yo, her son has long hair like me. And she got the nerve to tell me in my own car that I need to cut that mop off on my head. And then you didn't even say anything about it. And y'all all are in my car. I'm taking y'all to and from. So I was like, yo, I said, yo, if that's how your mom is, I was like, yo, I don't think I could deal with you. I mean, I don't think I could mess with you. And it's not nothing against you, but if you're dating a woman and they are very, I guess, close, you could say, with their family, I was like, yeah, I don't see how this is gonna work. I'm because I'm not trying to go through that every day if I'm going to chill with you or I gotta chill with the family. I'm gonna get harassed because of my hair. So that was one occasion. Another occasion I remember, it wasn't really a negative one, but I was in the bank and I was with another woman at the time, and these two cops come in. So they come in, and I don't know what they were, but they maybe best case scenario, I think they were Italian or Caucasian or something like that, light skinned guys. So they come in, and so police officers, especially at that time, this was maybe about 5-10 years ago. At that time, they were required to cut their hair, I think, to at least a number 1. And these cops, though, however, they had I'm talking about long. I'm not gonna go overboard, but their hair was at least up to here. So I'm looking at them, and I'm just looking at them because at one point I was thinking about joining the New York State, the New York City Police Force. So I'm looking at them, just looking at them. I'm like, yo. So okay, I didn't say anything, and then this other woman comes in. She goes to use the bank, and I just keep looking at the cops. Oh, okay. So this is what it was. The girl that I was dating at the time, she was using the bank. So I was just there, and behind her, just making sure everything's cool. So then as she's getting money out of the bank, I'm watching these cops, like, they're getting out of the bank as well, doing whatever they had to do. But I'm looking at them, I'm looking at their hair. I'm like, yo. So then another African American woman comes in, very cute, whatever. So then I guess she looked at them as well. I don't know if she was looking at the same thing that I was looking at, but as they left, she looked at me and I looked at her, and I was like, yo, they tell us, and I'm talking about our people, because she was black or whatever. So I said, they tell us to cut our hair when we're going into the police force. But I'm looking at this dude right here, and he got long hair, and he's already a cop, and he has long hair. I said, but yet they'll tell our people we have to keep it low, keep it, to about a 1.5 or whatever. But this dude is out here, his hair is off, all out there, and I couldn't believe it, and I was just like, it's so sad because our people have the best hair. I don't care what anybody says. Our hair is the best hair because we could do whatever we want to it, and it looks good. We could straighten it, look good. We could braid it, it looks good. We could let it rock, just let it naturally as I wake up, and it looks good. We could do so many things with our hair, but yet other people, and when you see it all in the media and everything, they got this dead hair, and they have to put all these chemicals and everything in their hair just to get it a little bit curly or get it a little bit with life. When our hair, we don't even got to do that, but yet it's a society and even our own people that complain that we got to cut our own hair. You know what I'm saying? And now, and people buy this, like they're like, oh yeah, like I have to do this because I gotta cut my hair because whatever, because they say this or and it gets all in our head. And I think a lot of our power can be taken back if we just let our hair rock. If we, now again, like I said in the beginning, if you have to cut it for a job, you have to do it because or you do it because you just really can't handle dealing with messing with your hair every day thing. That's different. I'm not saying to do it just because I say so, I'm saying that if you have the option and you want to do it, don't let anybody else shame you for that, or don't let anyone else say, you know, you shouldn't have your hair long because of the status quo. F all that. The last example I want to bring is I was listening to an interview with Mike Vick on Colin Kaepernick, and he was hating on him, saying that he got to cut his hair, that he needs to be more serious, need to cut his hair, he need to do all these things. And I was just like, my man, you are a brother hating on another brother because you feel like his hair is too long and that he's not being serious out here? You really watch that interview? I think it was on ESPN. I just thought it was disgusting. Like any especially if our own people hate on each other, like because of our hair, our natural hair. We don't say anything when all these, when people come out with this fake hair, there's all this chemicals and products that they go under for hours and hours and hours to put into their hair to make their hair something that is not. But yet the natural look, the way our hair was meant to be, when we let it all grow out, when we take care of it the right way with coconut oil and things like that, that's the hair that we gotta cut. Just look at that. Think about those things for a second. When somebody stops you, if you're a brother and a sister, with your natural hair out there, and they're like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, and just really step back and think, like, for real. And the reason why I say black men is because it happens mostly to black men. When it happens to women, and I'm gonna keep it real, and people are probably gonna be very upset about what I'm gonna say, but it doesn't really happen to black women too much. Whatever black woman does, if they weave their hair out, if they do all this chemical bullshit, oh girl, your hair looks so good and this and if they can take it out natural, oh man, power to you for doing the natural thing and everything. But if a brother does that, everybody's hating on him. And it's just one of the examples of saying, I mean, not one of the, well, it is an example, but it just goes to show how, nobody has it worse out here in America than a black man. I don't care what anybody says. You could argue to the top of your lungs, but I don't care what anybody says. Let's look at it. In your everyday life, nobody has it harder than a black man out in America. You know what I'm saying? And, I just want to bring that out there for all those brothers out there that want to grow their hair, think long hair is cool, or, and they're really feeling it. And they got all those people out there, those naysayers, those haters, and spitting all this stuff because, oh, you can't get this, or, you can't get a good job unless you could. Like, that's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to all that, because it shouldn't be about your hair. Especially if you upkeep it. I'm not saying for you to go out there like a bum, but there's many ways that you could upkeep your hair that is fresh, professional looking, and you don't have to cut it, and you could get the best job. So it hurts me when I hear that, and when people like, oh man, I should grow my hair or whatever. Yeah, you should. I never promote somebody to cut their hair. Unless, like I said, it's, unless you really need the job or something, like, whatever, you in a certain predicament that causes you to cut your hair, but if you have the option to, I will never, I will be the last person to tell you to cut your hair. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it holds so much power for you. Before I, wrap this up, it's like, for those of you guys that, read the Bible, my man Samson, man, he let his hair rock, dude. He let his hair go. His hair was his power. And this is not where I'm coming, from. This is not where I'm getting my inspiration from, but it's just another inspiration. You know what I'm saying? That's not, because a lot of people may not read the Bible, may not believe that, but it just goes to show you that you don't need to cut your hair to get anything in this world. If you have the option, don't let anybody take that away from you. Because they're actually really jealous. When I used to work in the post office, all the chicks were hating on my hair. You need to cut that. All the time. I used to, when I used to be off from work, I used to come back, and a couple of my good friends would like, they would tell me, damn, they hating on you hard over here, man. They got a lot to say about you. I was like, I wasn't even here. He was like, yeah, man, they be talking about you hard and your hair. And I was like, damn, they waste their time out of their day to talk about me, I said I'm flattered. That's all I could say. I said I am flattered that people take the time out of their day to mention my name and my hair. And then I remember he was saying that they are so mad that because your hair is better, probably better looking in their eyes than theirs. You know, my hair looks better, and it's probably true. You know, there's so many different reasons it could be. But like I said, brothers, if you have an option and you want to grow out that hair, don't let nobody stop you. Don't let that stigma stay in your head that you need to do it because of whatever up-team reasons or whatever it is that people want to make to make their case. If you have the option, you not starving out here, you good, grow that hair. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Do whatever the hell you want to do with your own hair. But don't let nobody stop you out here.